Hello friends, we'd like to share a song with you. This is Come Gather Round, written by Swami Kriyananda. Come gather round, let joy sing out today. Dawn now is breaking, and the mountains say, it's only light can make the darkness run. Lift up your head, greet the rising sun. Greet the rising sun. Some people think to harvest happiness by weeding troubles, easing every stress. The trouble is that troubles never end. Get rid of one and you face its friend. And you face its friend. It's in your heart, the songs of joy resound. You'll hear but echoes in the world around. Wind on a hill sounds lonely if you're sad, free if you're free, cheerful if you're glad. Cheerful if you're glad. Friends, come with me, we'll chant of battles won, shots not of anger, joy will be our gun. Before the light, the veils of sorrow rend. In inner freedom, all delusions end. All delusions end.
There's a story that the Buddha used to tell, and it's a story of a man who was traveling across a field when he encountered a tiger, and the tiger started to chase him, and the man ran for his life, and he came to a precipice, and there was nowhere else to go, and he saw a vine hanging from a tree out over the edge of the precipice, and he made a leap and jumped for the vine and caught the vine. And as he was hanging on to the vine, he looked up, and there was the tiger leaning over the precipice, sniffing and growling. And then the man, trembling, holding on to the vine, looked down far below, and there was another tiger circling, waiting to eat him. And he looked up, and at the top of the vine, where it attached to the tree, there were two little mice chewing on the vine. And the man looked next to him on the hillside and saw a beautiful red strawberry. And holding on to the vine with one hand, he reached over and plucked the strawberry. And it tasted so sweet. And the Buddha would tell this story to illustrate that life is very uncertain. In our modern world, we have, in a way, created a false construct. We've mapped out life. You're supposed to go to school, study hard so that you can get an excellent job and make a lot of money so that you can have a huge house and marry well and have 2.5 children, and it's then you have your IRA and you have your all your financial portfolio things all just so, and then you have your retirement, and it's just this all planned out, perfectly strategized life. But nature and life tend to have other ideas about things. And so we need to realize that our lives are really in God's hands. And all we can do is surrender to Him and feel His presence and work hard at relaxing into God's love. We need to uplift our consciousness and keep our minds on the fact that God is in control. I've always taken great comfort in the thought that, as Master said, that Babaji and the great ones are in charge of this planet. They are the ones who are nurturing it, bringing it into the new age of Dwapara. And we're in good hands with these masters. And so let us remember that we only have the luscious strawberry, the sweetness of this one moment. And if we can live fully in this one moment, we will be free.
That story is an extremely sort of powerful one, in the sense that it gives us this very compelling image of this man. You can visualize a Hollywood movie or a scene out of some dramatic story or ballad or whatever. And and of course it can go in comic directions too, but the story is meant to highlight how we have to take what's in front of us. We have to work with what we have. And so it may seem to us, one of the lines in the song that we sang, wind on a hill sounds lonely if you're sad, free if you're free, cheerful if you're glad. We have to take the moment as it comes to us. But many of Swamiji's songs, Swami Kriyananda's songs, are designed to steer us back to, so what is my response? What do I do with it? How will I respond? Not react, but how will I respond to this situation? And there's great power in that. It may seem like, well, after all, he's got a tiger above, a tiger below, mice chewing on the vine. Does this have a good outcome? And the story just leaves us waiting. It reminds me of stories that my camp counselors would tell us boys at camp at night before we went to sleep, and they almost always left us hanging. It would be like, yeah, now you have to go to bed, to go to sleep, wondering, did the guy get away? Did he, whatever. But in the spiritual sense, this story tells us, go within, use what you have in the moment, and work with what is, not with what you wish were the case. And there is tremendous freedom in that. We realize that the moment, the now, is eternal. It's beyond time. And there are universes in that moment. And whether we live, whether we die, our own response comes from inside. And that is a tremendous blessing. We have no idea the blessing we can bring into the world if we will stay in the moment and learn from it the lessons that it can bring through us into our lives and through our lives into the world.